The grounds on which Rhodes University is built is filled with rich history because these grounds were used in the colonial era. Come along with me as we explore from bullets to books. I'm standing on grounds that used to be very important in the colonial days. Drosty Lawns, a place that we all know as a place where students can just come and catch a break during their academic day, used to be a military ground. It is now home to the beautiful Rhodes University. To find out more about the places that we'll be exploring in this documentary, I spoke to Jeannie Wallace McKeown, a Ph.D. candidate in journalism and media studies at Rhodes University.
Drosty Lawns is the old parade ground for the British military. A lot of Grahamstown and a lot of the campus was built by a regiment called the Royal Engineers. It also has quite a dark history because executions were carried out on the Drosty Lawns or on the Drosty plain. There was at least one incident that I know of a firing squad, which probably means there were more. And public hangings were carried out on the Drosty Lawns until 1862.
I doubt that the students of Rhodes University really know how rich the history is on this campus. Behind me is the old provost, which was a military prison, but is now home to La Cafe, which serves hot and cold beverages and decadent desserts.
The provost was built in a hurry in 1837 and then used to house 20 Kwekwe prisoners. They were imprisoned in this tiny space. So, you know, imagine you're somebody who has all your life lived in the open veldt. You know, you're not, even once you've joined the Cape Corps, you are still living out in the open spaces. And suddenly you're in this space. And now this space is built in the round. The whole of it is a round. Yeah, that's a panopticon design. It was designed first of all in the UK by somebody called Jeremy Bentham. And the whole point about it, I often say it's sort of colonialism personified. Because there's this tower behind us that the guards would be in, and they would walk from window to window. And from those windows up in the tower, they can see every single inch of this prison.
Settlers National Monument. This is home to the graduates of Rhodes University. It is every student's dream and goal to come up here to be celebrated for their academic excellence. The monument was built to commemorate the English settlers who arrived in Africa many, many years ago. Behind me is the Fort Salwan Gunfire Hill. This was used as a lookout point for the garrison in the early Grahamstown years. In the yard are 3 cannons. These 3 cannons give you the feel of war.
The British arrived with these cannon. And you go and look at them. If you go up there, you can sit on them, take a photo. They're huge. And they're right up there on that hill overlooking the whole town. So if anybody had tried to come in, they would have been shot to pieces. My mother remembers, and I've never been able to double check this, but my mother remembered going and having tea and scones up there. And so I have to just, she's passed on now, so I can't check, sadly. But I have to, I know that in the 1920s a tea shop opened there. So I'm going to just have to give her the benefit of the doubt and assume that when she was here in the 60s, there was still one operating. Wow.
There you have it. Grounds where the marginalized were oppressed and persecuted is now a place where people are empowered and educated for the betterment of our society. This is From Bullets to Books.